Hey J-Rock fans, Court here with another music review for Project Licks. It has been way too long since I've done one of these. I'm so sorry about that. Real life, grown-up responsibilities and all that stuff. This time we're going to talk about a band that I absolutely love. It's the Soundbee HD. This is their latest album, Blood Rain, came out on January 27th. And this is a band that really, they've been around for a long time, but I really feel like they don't get the love that they deserve. And part of that might be they are, they don't really conform to that typical Visual Kei release schedule. They're not putting out a new album every 3 months like everybody else out there. This is definitely a quality over quantity sort of band, which really, honestly, I think is better. They put out an album about once a year and it is always phenomenal, and this one is no different. I really can't say enough good things about this album. If you aren't familiar with the Soundbee, they have a very kind of eerie, kind of cyber goth sort of sound to them. Anytime I'm describing them to normal people, I tend to compare them to The Cure, even though they really don't sound like that, but it's the same sort of ambiance to it. Blood Rain is an 8-track mini-album and is highly melodic through the whole thing. I tend to compare it to one of their previous releases, Ghost Worst Forest, which is one of my favorite things. It came out in 2013. Comparing that one to this one, Ghost Worst Forest definitely has a heavier sound. This one is very highly melodic and emotive, and listening to it, I really got this feeling of, like, when you watch just like a really good tragic romance movie and it makes you feel kind of like warm inside but kind of sad too. It kind of has that feeling to it when you listen to it. I mean, the initial track, Blood Rain, is just really beautiful, and it really sets the mood for the whole thing. In fact, they borrowed the violinist from Rose Noir, which is really cool, to play on that track, and it really kind of puts you in that, emotional place. It's almost like introducing the tragic hero at the beginning of the film. So the tempo and the tension really kick up in the second and third tracks as Fearside and Reborn. And it's almost kind of like the introduction of the, slippery antagonist. You kind of get that idea of, the stakes kind of being raised. Probably my favorite track on the album is the 5th track, Feel. This is definitely the ballad of the album. And, just to continue to beat this metaphor to death, it's you feel like maybe the heroine of the story is sort of calling out to the hero and kind of a profession of love here. So everything comes to a sort of bittersweet resolution at the end with Spiral and Silent Night. The violin makes a comeback in the final track, which really brings the whole album together and makes it feel like the story is complete. And I could go on all day about the technical aspects of the band and the sound production and the instrumentation, but really the most important takeaway from an album like this is really the emotional quality of it. It's just so well done. Just the emotional imagery that comes out throughout this album. So, final verdict, yes, absolutely 100% go get it. This is a fantastic album. If you're new to the Soundbee, this is a great place to come in and check them out. This is kind of a little side note. If you're a fan of the Soundbee, I'm sure you've heard already, Daisuke Darkside has been suffering with some health-related issues lately. I'm going to stick his Twitter account down in the description box below if you want to go and show him some support. I'm sure he would really appreciate it. As per usual, I'll stick all the pertinent links down in the description box below where you can pick up Blood Rain as well as the Soundbee HD's official doodads down there. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future installments. I have a ton of stuff that has backed up on me that I'm going to try to get out as soon as possible, and I've got some other weird things in the works for you, so definitely don't want to miss any of that. There's also a link to the blog down there, projectlicks.ca, and that's a wrap. See ya.